Life is not separate from death. It only looks that way. In our every deliberation, we must consider the impact of our decisions on the next 7 generations. The one who tells the stories rules the world. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past, wisdom is of the future. One finger cannot lift a pebble. A people without a history is like the wind over buffalo grass. If we wonder often, the gift of knowledge will come. If we never wonder, knowledge will never find us. It is better to have less thunder in the mouth and more lightning in the hand. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. You can't wake a person who is pretending to be asleep. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies in yourself. It is easy to be brave from a distance. A good chief gives, he does not take. Don't be afraid to cry. It will free your mind of sorrowful thoughts. Before eating, always take time to thank the food. Poverty is a noose that strangles humility and breeds disrespect for God and man. They are not dead who live in the hearts they leave behind. All plants are our brothers and sisters. They talk to us, and if we listen, we can hear them. All who have died are equal. All dreams spin out from the same web. Man's law changes with his understanding of man. Only the laws of the Spirit remain always the same. Everything the power does, it does in a circle. With all things and in all things, we are relatives. A brave man dies only once, a coward dies many times. When we show our respect for other living things, they respond with respect for us. Ask questions from your heart and you will be answered from the heart. It is no longer good enough to cry peace, we must act peace, live peace and live in peace. Man has responsibility, not power. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. It is less of a problem to be poor than to be dishonest. It is easy to be brave from a distance. Remember that your children are not your own, but are lent to you by the Creator. A man or woman with many children has many homes. The heart is your center, being from your center outward. Do not pray when it is raining if you do not pray when the sun is shining. Do not change horses in the middle of the river. Certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture the heart. When the white man wins, it is a battle, when the Indian wins, it is a massacre. No river can return to its source, yet all rivers must have a beginning. Even your silence holds a sort of prayer. Showing kindness to a stranger is a gift that is always returned. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Walk beside me that we may be as one. Listen to the wind, it talks. Listen to the silence, it speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows. A community that lacks faith in itself cannot survive. Only when the last tree has been cut down, the last fish been caught, and the last stream poisoned, will we realize we cannot eat money. There are 2 wolves fighting inside all of us. The first one is evil, the second one is good. Which wolf will win? The one you feed. When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. It is better to have less thunder in the mouth and more lightning in the hand. Listen, or your tongue will make you deaf. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past, wisdom is of the future. The weakness of the enemy makes our strength. Do not judge your neighbor until you walk 2 moons in his moccasins. They are not dead who live in the hearts they leave behind. There is nothing as eloquent as a rattlesnake's tail. It is less of a problem to be poor than to be dishonest. A brave man dies but once, a coward many times. Make my enemy brave and strong, so that if defeated, I will not be ashamed. The bird who has eaten cannot fly with the bird that is hungry. Cherish youth, but trust old age. Wisdom comes only when you stop looking for it and start living the life the Creator intended for you. Not every sweet root gives birth to sweet grass. Take only what you need and leave the land as you found it. It is no longer good enough to cry peace, we must act peace, live peace, and live in peace. When a man moves away from nature, his heart becomes hard. Beware of the man who does not talk and the dog that does not bark. Our pleasures are shallow, our sorrows are deep. It does not require many words to speak the truth. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. If a man is as wise as a serpent, he can afford to be as harmless as a dove. Poverty is a noose that strangles humility and breeds disrespect for God and man. Remember that your children are not your own, but are lent to you by the Creator. Walk lightly in the spring, Mother Earth is pregnant. Ask questions from your heart and you will be answered from the heart. There is no death, only a change of worlds. What is life? It is a flash of firefly in the night. It is a breath of a buffalo in the wintertime. It is as the little shadow that runs across the grass and loses itself in the sunset.